I'm talking right now. You're about to experience a morning show unlike any other.
Shout out to the Breakfast Club. I listen to y'all every morning.
What you guys are doing right now, it's the hub culture.
The Breakfast Club is my morning sit. I need it and I love it so much.
I feel like you really not popping until you do the Breakfast Club.
I've been waiting to come to y'all's show, man. I know you got to be a big time celebrity to be up in here. You got to be big time.
DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlamagne the God.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Happy birthday, Angela Yee.
Well, thank you, DJ Envy. My birthday was yesterday.
I know, but we weren't here yesterday. Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Tuesday. Good morning.
It's Tuesday.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, happy belated born day, Angela Yee. This is the toughest thing in the world to get up to do this after being off. For how many days we've been off? Like 20-something days?
Yeah, a long time. 20.
Lord have mercy.
Days. Yeah, happy New Year to everybody out there. But we are back. We are live. No more pre-recorded shows. We are here.
Yes, man.
Even though we got enough pre-recorded shows to last year at least 11 years, if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
You got to, well, it's half of that stuff we don't want to play no more.
I feel like I didn't have a vacation at all.
No. Well, so what did you do during your break then?
I actually went to Memphis for the first time, so that was nice. Shout out to London Lamar. She works in the house out there, and I went to an event that she had, and then I went to Charlotte, North Carolina for it was like a Black women's small business event, and so they were giving away money to some of these small businesses. So that was a beautiful thing. So shout out to them. But then because of the pandemic, you know, as a business owner with the juice bar, I think pretty much everybody had COVID that worked there. And so I kept having to go fill in just so we could stay open. Then I had to close a couple of days because I had to call somebody in who didn't even work there anymore. It was a lot. But shout out to everybody who has a business or for people that it's been a tough time. I mean, it's definitely not easy. So many people have COVID.
Yeah, a lot of people have COVID. I went to Disney. I spent 10 days in Disney for Christmas. Disney is beautiful during Christmas. The kids wrote Santa a letter and said, hey, can we celebrate Christmas in New Jersey a little earlier because they were going to spend Disney in Christmas in Disney. And that's what we did. 10 days in Disney. We rented a house. And we had an amazing time. Disney was beautiful. The weather was nice. And then we came back in. I canceled all my New Year's Eve parties. COVID was ramping up crazy. And I got a newborn at the crib. The newborn can't tell me if she has a sore throat or a headache or anything like that. So we just kept it low. I just stayed in the crib. The whole family stayed in the crib. My daughter didn't go out. Son didn't go out. We just stayed at the crib and just relaxed. And this is really my first time out since coming back from Disney. So good morning. What about you, Charlamagne?
Oh, I didn't get to do nothing because the whole family had Omicron.
Really?
So,
did you get it or no? Just the family?
Nah, everybody. I had it. My wife had it.
Damn.
All my daughters had it. So
was it bad for you?
Omicron, it feels like a really bad cold. So it's like, fevers and runny nose and body aches. A lot of fatigue. First couple of days was heavy fatigue. But I mean, yeah, it didn't feel like Thank God it didn't feel like nothing life-threatening.
How do people know when they have Omicron versus Delta? Like, how do you know? How do you know?
The symptoms.
Okay.
Just from what I was told, from what my doctor told me, it's the symptoms. The symptoms are slightly different from what I was told. Because I didn't lose any taste or anything. My wife lost her sense of taste, so I don't know if she had Omicron or what. But yeah.
How were the kids? How were the kids with it?
Everybody was good. I mean, literally, it just feel like you got a bad cold. It's just literally a bunch of runny nose. I had a sore throat for like actually a couple hours. Because as soon as I started coughing up the phlegm and the mucus, it went away. But yeah, that's what it was like. It was like a really bad cold.
You know where you got it, or you have no idea?
From being outside. Like, I'm sure. That's why even when I hear y'all talk now, I was like, okay, you went to Disney World, you went somewhere. It don't matter. Like, you can't really run. I don't think you can run from this one.
You can't.
Yeah, this the one you guaranteed to get.
Yeah,
more
a lot of
likely.
people got it. A lot of people I know got it. A lot of people.
But it is it's much less dangerous
Milder.
than most variants that have been out here in these streets.
All right. Well, I'm glad your family's good. All right. Well, how about the baby? Was the baby good?
Baby was good. The crazy part is the only people, because my mom was up here for the holidays, she didn't get it. and my older sister didn't get it. But the rest of the house absolutely
So
had
interesting, right?
Wow.
How some people just don't, you just can't predict it.
Can't predict it. Can't predict it. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news, what we talking about?
I know y'all want to talk about Antonio Brown, so let's start off with that.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hey, morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Happy New Year. The band is back. Let's get in some front page news. All right, now Monday Night Football. The Steelers beat the Browns 26-14. Now, what else we got, Yeezy?
Well, let's talk about Antonio Brown because everyone was discussing this. He stormed off the field mid-game. Now, according to new reports, they are saying that he had an injury that may have prompted the entire incident. So, according to these reports, they're saying it was an ankle injury that prevented him from entering back into the game. So, here is what Tom Brady had to say.
I mean, that's obviously a difficult situation, and I think we all want him to just make everybody find hopefully do what they can to help him in ways that he really needs it. And we all love him, we care about him deeply. We want to see him be at his best, and unfortunately won't be with our team, but I think everyone should be very compassionate and empathetic toward some very difficult things that are happening.
What did you guys think while you were watching that?
I just knew something was happening. Like, in my mind, I see everybody sit back and they'll be like, oh, he's got CTE and oh, he's got mental health issues and this and that. And it's like, I'm just like, I don't know what it is, but it's clearly something. So I agree with, Tom Brady. Like, hope the brother gets the help he deserves. Hope he gets the help he needs.
I love how people just be like, well, he had 8 catches until he got a bonus of $333,000 and he only needed 2 touchdowns and they wouldn't give him the ball. I'm like, well, can we wait to hear from that man himself?
Right.
Well, and by the way, all of that stuff may be true. I just don't simply know. So I don't have a reason to rush to form an opinion. I don't understand this generation. This generation just rushes to form opinions about every single thing. I don't know what's going on with that brother. I just hope that he's okay. That's literally all I hope for. I hope he's okay.
Well, the Bucs head coach,
and I hope he's comfortable with whatever decision he decided to make in that moment. If that decision cost him, his NFL career or a spot on the team, I hope he's comfortable and can live with that decision. Well, that was a choice.
Yep.
Yeah, he's no longer with the team. He did, however, put out a new song shortly after that as well. It's a 2-minute song called Pit, Not the Palace, and he put that on his Twitter page, and he had all music platforms linked on his Twitter.
I actually read yesterday that he's still on the roster, though. So even though the coach, Bruce Arians, said that he's no longer on the team, they said as of yesterday he was still on the roster.
All right. Well, that is your front page news.
All right. Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We haven't spoke to you for a while. Let us know how your vacation was, if you got vacation, if your holiday was, your Christmas holiday, your New Year, your weekend. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you. Good morning. Happy New Year. We are back, and we want to talk to you. Again, 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Let's go. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. Say it with your chest. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
So if you got something on your mind, let it out.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's going on, Evie? Good morning. Good morning, Charlamagne. Good morning, Angela.
Rick.
Happy birthday, Angela.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Peace,
to you guys.
King.
Rick, what up, brother?
It's good to have you. It's good to have you guys back, man. 20 odd days, you guys been very whack. I mean,
What?
but I'm glad to have you guys back. I have an idea, by the way. Since you guys are going to take these long breaks, maybe you should have some of us fill in. Some of us that call in all the time, like me, Trav, iPhone Sam, we could fill in for the times you guys are not there. Like, I'll be Charlamagne.
No, thank you.
Trav would be Angela Yee, and iPhone could be Envy. I don't know.
Trav would be Yee. But why y'all acting like we don't do this every year, though? We've been on this radio 11 years.
We do, but then every year we miss y'all and y'all go. We still got to go to work when y'all on vacation. We got regular jobs. We got to go to work 8.
Well, when y'all on vacation, we still working. We just need a little breaky break. We need a little reset.
I do, and you guys deserve it because you guys keep us entertained and you guys keep us informed. But we do miss you when you guys are not here. So, I mean, when I'm
let me ask you a question, Rick.
Yeah.
What was your holiday schedule like? What days did you get off?
I got off New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, and Christmas, and New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day. So I had off like 4 or 5 days. But it was in the weekend.
Okay.
So we went into the weekend, so we had 4 long weekends. So it was good. It was good. I actually spent Christmas in my new home. I just bought a home
Yay.
over the summer. So I spent my first Christmas in my first home.
Congrats, bro.
And it was a good, thanks, man. And I tell you, you guys encourage me to do it. Envy, you encourage. You talk about this stuff on the radio every day, so we're encouraged to do it. And I'm looking to get more properties now, so that's why we need you on the radio.
Congratulations,
you talk
King.
about it over and over and over, then it sticks in your head, and you're pushed to do it. You know what I mean? And Angela, y'all talk about business and stuff like that. And even though you have the idea in your head yourself, it encourages you over and over to do it. So that's why we need you. So you guys perform a service that that is necessary every day, and that's why we miss you when you're not on the radio.
Thank you, Rick.
Well, thank you, Rick. The check is in the mail. Thank you for the kind words, sir.
You're welcome.
He's like, I still want to fill in.
I definitely do.
Bye, Rick. Hello, who's this?
This is Mark, DJ Envy. How you doing, bro?
What's up, Mark? Get it off your chest.
Listen, I just want to say I want to get my job off my chest.
Oh.
Check this out. The holidays fell on the weekend, right? Saturday, and we got no day off. They didn't give us Friday. They made us work the Friday before, and it happened in the 4th of July, so we lost 3 holidays this year. And they gave us a 401k, started about 3 years ago. In July, they snatched that and said they wasn't depositing no more into the 401k for us. Yo, and this thing with Antonio Brown, everybody should wait and make a decision. People got a bad habit of making a decision for somebody else. And
yes, they do.
The point I'm making is, Charlamagne, you can agree with this. People do whatever they feel is right for them, right?
Right.
And
that's
as
right.
soon as they do that, they turn around and judge somebody else for making a decision they feel is right for them. I've raised my kids on that, okay? I've told my kids, and I give you a perfect example. My younger daughter, me and her didn't have the greatest relationship, right? Mm-hmm. So she told me when she was getting married that I wasn't worthy to walk her down the aisle. And I said, is that a decision you feel is right for you at this time? She said, yes. Why do you ask that? I said, because I won't be there. She said, why not? I said, because I'm not going to watch somebody else walk my daughter down the aisle. So people make decisions that they feel is right for them all day long and turn around and judge somebody else for making a decision that they feel is right for them. Right, wrong, or
I agree.
Yeah, you're right.
Charlamagne, right, wrong, or indifferent, bro. Nobody ain't got the right to judge that man.
So you didn't go to your daughter? So you didn't go to your daughter's wedding?
No, I did not.
Okay.
You made a choice, just like Antonio Brown made a choice. You called up here complaining about your job this morning. You could make a choice to quit them today too. That's on you.
The choice that I'm making is to look for something better. You know what I mean? I have bills, I have responsibilities. I can't just walk away like that. So I have to find something before I can't just give it up like that.
True.
Charlamagne. I can't just turn around and say, oh, I don't like what y'all are doing. I'm making a decision to walk away at the spur of the moment. Well, how am I going to pay my car note?
You right.
But if you was to do that, I wouldn't judge you. That, like you said, that's your decision. Now, and we, as humans, we'll look at other people and be like, well, I wouldn't do that. But hey, I'm not you.
Well, thank you, Mark. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up, wake up. Wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, what's up, Envy?
What's up, Trav?
Yee!
Trav, you coming in to fill in for me?
Happy belated birthday!
Thank you, boo.
You welcome. What's up, Shar?
Trav, what up, sis? How you?
Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody, happy New Year's to everybody.
Same to you,
those first two is a wrap, sir. Happy New Year.
I know. I mean, obviously, I haven't talked. Charlamagne, don't start this year. It's a new year. You know, I'm gonna have you up here.
I said Happy New Year.
People in the morning. Okay.
The Merry Christmas and all that. That's a little dated.
I mean, but I haven't talked to nobody.
It's all right, Trav. It's all right, Trav. Talk to us, Trav.
Well, happy Thanksgiving,
I haven't
Trav.
talked to y'all in a while. I was gonna say
happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Y'all. Say it again, Char.
It's a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I can't stand you. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all and say happy birthday to you, especially happy birthday to you.
All right, Trav. Have a good one.
All right, y'all.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up? Yo, this is Devon.
What's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
Yo, what's up? I just want to do a shout out to y'all for being back on this Devon. Remember, I won $1,000 for
Yep, I remember. Change for change.
Change for change. Okay.
Yeah. Yo, you should have called me. I would have came to your shop and helped you out.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, it does require some training though, like prepping the food, prepping the fruits and vegetables, making the juices, doing the register. So.
Oh yeah, I want to do an update too. Oh, remember the Infinity? The bank wrote me a check because I was making payments. So hopefully, I think that the gap insurance paid it off because they wrote me a check. So I don't think they would have wrote me a check if I had to still pay it.
Okay. All right. I told you things would come together, right?
Well, shout to you, man.
I'm going to call them and make sure that wasn't a mistake. But usually when they give you back money, I mean, the car paid off. So that's what I'm hoping for.
All right. I'm glad to hear it. It could be really overwhelming for people when things aren't going well financially. But the best advice that you can give someone is to go ahead, face those problems, don't avoid them, and try to figure out solutions.
Absolutely. Hello, who's this?
Diana.
Hey, Diana, get it off your chest.
I just want to wish everybody a happy, peaceful, positive New Year. Just love and blessings. That's
same to you.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you, Queen.
Thank
to you, Mama.
You're welcome. Happy New Year. Shout out PA over here. We listen.
PA, what up?
I hope you and your family are doing well, too.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, what's up? This is Dre.
Dre, what up? Get it off your chest.
Not much. First of all, Happy New Year to all y'all, man.
Same to you, brother.
Peace, Dre.
Happy New Year.
You know it, pimpin'. Hey, I want to start it off like this, but I just been thinking about that guy, Dr. Umar Crazy Johnson, man.
What about him?
Happy New Year to Dr. Umar.
Yeah, and you know what, Charlamagne, you real deal, because I should have said that first. But I ain't trying to hate on him or nothing. I just don't know why everybody be listening to his crazy rhetoric, man. I know we're supposed to have opinions, but what he say is totally wrong, man. It's like, what the hell? Like, he cool with the black side of how it goes, but then it goes to, like, hatred or, like, negativity. If we all got to die and go to heaven, so you know what I mean?
King,
it ain't going to be all
tell me,
black.
I need you to answer this question honestly. You have a white wife, don't you? A white girlfriend?
Yes, I do, but let me tell you something. Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, though. I've been with her 15 years, and that's the first white girl I ever talked to, and it was my soulmate, and God put us together, and he ain't gonna break it up, but nobody can.
That's your queen, bro.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at Dr. Umar. Not mad at you either.
He might be a little bit, but that's your queen, brother.
He might be a little salty. I could have went with Asian, Chinese, or whatever. Why somebody mad at me? I could have picked a frog if I want to.
All right. Well, you have a good
Dr.
morning. Stop
Umar,
thinking about Dr. Umar, man. That's your life.
He's explained his position on that. By the way, if you can go on YouTube and watch Dr. Umar's last Breakfast Club interview. It was actually the most viewed Breakfast Club interview of all of last year.
All right.
Missed it.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got rumors on the way?
Yes, and let's see how everybody's New Year's Eve was. We'll talk about CNN's New Year's Eve celebration and who won't be invited back next year.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's time.
She's spilling the tea. This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right, so CNN's New Year's Eve live event. People were drunk, and Don Lemon gets drunk every year, so people were like, let me know when Don Lemon is on. But Andy Cohen had some things to say about New York's former mayor, Bill de Blasio. Here's what he had to say.
Tell us something, Andy.
Watching Mayor de Blasio
Don't go on a rant.
do his
Don't go on a rant.
victory lap dance after 4 years of the
This is how you want to
crappiest
start the
term
new year.
as the mayor of New York. The
That's how
only
you wanna
thing
start the new
that
year?
Democrats and Republicans can
That's
agree
how-
on
I mean,
is
this is
what
how-
a horrible mayor
is
he
how
has
he-
been.
Wow.
So, sayonara, sucker.
Now, there were rumors.
What do you say wrong, though?
I mean, I guess they felt like he was drunk. There were other things that he said, too, and he did say that he did have one regret from this live New Year's Eve CNN broadcast.
The only thing that I regret that I slammed the ABC broadcast, and I really like Ryan Seacrest, and he's a great guy, and I really regret saying that. And I was just stupid and drunk and feeling it. And I was continuing the journey rant, and I just kept talking, and I shouldn't have. And I felt bad about that.
You know, he said
Yeah,
about
I don't know
that.
why he felt bad.
He said, if you look behind me, you'll see Ryan Seacrest's group of losers performing. I'm sorry, but if you're watching ABC, you're watching nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, he didn't even insult Ryan though. He insulted the people who were performing. And as far as the Bill de Blasio thing, I mean, that's CNN. That's what you do. If you got a gripe with a politician, that's the place to be, right? A CNN or MSNBC or a Fox. So
Well,
I didn't see what the problem was.
A lot of people feel that way, I'm sure, about the X-Man.
All right. Well, a spokeswoman for CNN has said that Andy said something he shouldn't have on live TV. We've addressed it with him and look forward to having him back again next year, because there were some rumors that he wasn't invited back already, and that people at CNN.
It wasn't the de Blasio thing though. It was slamming the ABC broadcast.
Yeah. So, but you can hear him. He sounded like he was a little toasty. It was New Year's Eve. Now, Don
They was taking shots on the air.
Yeah,
I actually participated. I participated in that because I had to do a New Year's resolution for Andy and Anderson's New Year's Eve thing. But it's like they was taking shots on the air. What you expect them to do?
Now, Don Lemon, who also clearly had been doing some shots.
He was drunk too.
Yeah, here he is, and he's talking about with comedian Dulce Sloan about no more broke D's.
I want you guys on social media to tell us what your resolutions are, what your wishes for 2022.
No more broke, okay?
No more what?
No more penis from a man that has no money. But it's always good. That's the problem. All I'm saying is, if anyone who is acquiring male genitalia, it needs to be attached to someone who can also fly you to the Caribbean.
He was twerking. Wasn't he twerking at one time too?
Yeah, he was dancing. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He might give you one for your money, Charlamagne, too.
Dulce Sloan.
Dulce Sloan, salute to Dulce Sloan. I tell her this though, she may not have a choice because broke D is a very large portion of America. Like, we got to stop shaming people who aren't doing well financially. I don't know why we got to stunt on people and shame people who aren't doing well financially, because that's a large portion of America. More than half of America is living paycheck to paycheck, by the way.
Yeah, is paycheck to paycheck considered broke?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's broke?
Yes.
Yeah.
I look at broke as
Paycheck
like
to
I can't
paycheck?
even
Yes.
pay my bills, and I'm so far behind and crazy in debt. When I was living paycheck to paycheck, I didn't feel broke. I felt like eventually it's gonna happen.
At any given moment, it could be a wrap. If you get a bill,
That's right, 'cause
unexpected,
exactly.
it could be a wrap. Yeah.
You lose your job. Yes.
I think we all
and
felt
I guess
broke
people
for a
are
while,
financially
for a while.
struggling.
Absolutely. I felt broke
But
when
you
I was
can.
paycheck
You
to
also
paycheck.
can't tell a woman from her own experiences of what she's been through, how she should feel, because maybe she's been through.
What
some
are you
things.
talking about?
She said she doesn't want
No,
any
that's
more
not what I
broke D for
said.
herself.
And I said she might not have a choice because more than half of Americans are financially struggling. Yes.
All right,
people are not doing well out here financially at all.
A lot of people are looking for a man. Tiffany Haddish posted that she posted some videos where you see a vacation happening, a couple having a great time on vacation, and she said, this will be me next holiday season, accepting male applicants only. Now interviews start next month, so have your life in order. So that's her plan, because her and Common unfortunately broke up. Here is Common discussing their breakup.
We had a real healthy and loving relationship. It probably was the most mature relationship I have been in a relationship, meaning the communication, the respect. A lot of relationships that I honestly have been in, I've been on the move because, it's just me and that person we both have professions. Well, I think once Tiffany and I got back on the move, it really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship.
All right. So unfortunately, it's, not happening. She's looking for a man. Now, here's what she had to say about Common's comments. She was on Hollywood Unlocked, and Tiffany Haddish said that's not really true. It's not what he told her.
I was disappointed. I was very disappointed. I was like, oh, okay. Because that's not what you told me, but okay.
Wait, well, what did he tell you?
You know what? That's between us.
And do you feel like at this point you're done with, like, famous guys? Would you date another famous man?
I will one.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report.
All right. Well,
salute to my good sister Tiffany Haddish too, man. She got gifted some land in Eritrea. And that's where her father's from and all her people from. So she went out there over the holidays, and they treated her like the queen she is. She got gifted some land and some other good things. So dropping the clues bombs for Tiffany Haddish.
All right, now when we come back, we got front page news. What we talking about?
Yes, and we are going to talk about Omicron. We'll give you some updates because I know it's confusing, everything that's happening. They're saying it's less dangerous, but it's causing all kinds of issues in the nation and around the world, so we'll discuss.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get into some front page news. Now in Monday Night Football, the Steelers beat the Browns 26-14. Now what else we got, Yeezy?
Well, let's talk about Omicron and what's happening in the nation and around the world. So right now they are saying this country is being buried under an avalanche of new infections. Everybody in this room, and Charlamagne told us earlier that he and his family ended up testing positive, and half my family did. A lot of people who work at my juice bar and people at my coffee shop, it feels like it's everywhere right now. And so what's happening? Well, Joe Biden is going to address the rapid spread of Omicron today. And they're saying there's a lot of confusion going on. Yeah. And education.
He just did that.
Well, I mean, it's a huge situation. So I'm sure he's going to... Remember when daily it was being discussed, and right now we're at 100,000 cases in the United States. And they're saying that's the highest, 100,000 people hospitalized. And that's the first time in nearly 4 months that we've had those high numbers. So we don't want to underestimate it right now. The FDA has expanded the Pfizer booster eligibility to kids aged 12 to 15. They're also authorizing third shots at 5 months now. It was 6 months. So does everybody here have their booster shot? Are you going to get it?
Nah, I get my booster shot next week, actually.
A lot of people have been trying to get tested for COVID. You can see long lines a lot of places. I saw a lot of people did not get their results back, too. And there's a huge delay in getting back your results.
Man.
I tell you one thing, there's nothing funnier than watching all those old videos of them telling us that the vaccines will stop the virus, that you cannot spread the virus if you are vaccinated. Like, they got all of these montages of, President Biden saying that and different news pundits. I think it's hilarious.
Really? I thought when Fauci said if you get the vaccine, it'll hopefully prevent you from dying. That you can still get it and still pass it along.
Yeah, they've always said there's breakthrough cases. And it seems like there's a lot more breakthrough cases.
They literally, I'll send y'all the video. They literally said it will stop.
Well, they said the best way to stay protected against serious illness, hospitalization, or death from the Omicron variant, because it's a different variant as well, is to get vaccinated and boosted. And they said we haven't done a great job of boosting, and we haven't done a great job of vaccinating kids across the country either. And so, again, not to underestimate this, but, hopefully, I don't know when they're saying it's going to end. Some people are feeling like there'll be a peak soon. I'm hearing different things. What if there's another variant that comes after this?
It's going to be a zillion variants, it seems like it. And as far as kids are concerned, I know a lot of kids are taking their shots, getting vaccinated. I pulled my kids from school for a couple of days, just because the cases are rising like crazy. And I got a newborn at the crib, so I pulled my kids from school for a couple of days.
Yeah, and I saw New Jersey, where you guys live, the cases are going up incredibly too right now. Mm-hmm. There's been a huge surge.
So at what point? At what point do we learn to live with it? Because there's plenty of doctors that say COVID's not going anywhere; it's here to stay. And the Omicron variant is a mild variant, right? So at what point do we have to live with it like we live with influenza?
I think that's what's about to happen.
I don't think we have a choice.
Like, yeah. All right, well, that is your front page news.
Yeah, those lines are crazy. I know my parents had to wait like 4.5 hours for a test. Thank God it came back negative, but people have to wait a long time. There's lines all around buildings and churches and medic centers and hospitals. It's
and
really
that's one
crazy.
thing they really did do a poor job of. As you see this happening, is making sure that testing is available more readily for people. Because if you want people to get tested, to go to work or to go certain places and do things, you have to make sure that people can get tested.
Who's paying for all these tests? Because that's a lot of tests.
Or you have to pay for it out of pocket.
That's a lot of money. Insurance taking a lot of those bills. That's a lot of money.
Or you have to pay out of pocket. I know for some people that work at the juice bar, if you don't have insurance, they make you pay for it. So there's some places you can find that'll do it for free, but some places you have to pay. So you got to really look.
All right. Well, that is your front page news. Now, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. This morning during Get It Off Your Chest, a man called and he was talking about AB, and then talking about his daughter, about making decisions. And he said his daughter made a decision. Let's hear it.
My younger daughter, me and her didn't have the greatest relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she told me when she was getting married that I wasn't worthy to walk her down the aisle. And I said, is that a decision you feel is right for you at this time? She said, yes. Why do you ask that? I said, because I won't be there. She said, why not? I said, because I'm not going to watch somebody else walk my daughter down the aisle. So people make decisions that they feel is right for them all day long.
So you didn't go to your daughter's wedding?
No, I did not.
Wow. All right, well, let's talk about it.
We didn't ask a very important question to that man, though.
What was that?
Why didn't his daughter want him to walk down the aisle?
He said they didn't have a
what
great
was the
relationship.
reason?
He just said they didn't have a great relationship in the beginning. 800-585-1051. If your daughter didn't want you to walk her down the aisle, maybe y'all didn't have a great relationship, would you still go to the wedding?
I feel like he kind of made it about him. It's her wedding. You know you didn't have a great relationship.
Yeah, if I didn't have a great relationship with my daughter, and I knew it wasn't a great relationship to the point where my daughter didn't want me to walk her down the aisle,
it's her wedding, man.
I would still go. Even though I would be hurt I didn't walk my daughter down the aisle, I would still go.
Because you can understand, and you would owe that to her. That make it even worse. Not only were you not there for me and we didn't have a great relationship, you also didn't even come to my wedding.
Yeah, I that would hurt though. It would hurt my heart. It would hurt my soul to see another man walk my daughter down the aisle. But I would still go if we had
you gotta start making
bad
amends.
relationship. Yeah,
that's a nice step toward doing that.
All right, so let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We'll ask Charlamagne when we come back as well, and we'll take your calls. Would you still go to your daughter's wedding? Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Pull out your phone. Call in right now.
Call me.
Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Break it down. 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Back to the, I should say Happy New Year. Now, we're asking earlier this morning, a gentleman called during Get It Off Your Chest and was talking about him and his daughter, his relationship and her wedding and the decision that she made. Let's listen.
My younger daughter, me and her didn't have the greatest relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she told me when she was getting married that I wasn't worthy to walk her down the aisle. And I said, is that a decision you feel is right for you at this time? She said, yes. Why do you ask that? I said, because I won't be there. She said, why not? I said, because I'm not going to watch somebody else walk my daughter down the aisle. So people make decisions that they feel is right for them all day long.
So you didn't go to your daughter's wedding?
No, I did not.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. If your daughter didn't ask you to walk her down the aisle, would you still attend her wedding? Me, it would be difficult. It would hurt my heart if I wasn't walking my daughter down the aisle. But yes, I would still attend. I would. What about you, Charlamagne?
I really don't know. I mean, I really would have to know more information. I mean, because honestly, her saying that, you don't want, as a father, her saying y'all don't want you to walk me down the aisle, that kind of feel like I really don't want you at my wedding either.
No, not necessarily. Maybe there was another man that raised her if you weren't there. Maybe there was another man that helped her out because you wasn't there for whatever reason, because he said their relationship wasn't the greatest. I want you there, but
you see all these hypotheticals. But you see all these hypotheticals we doing. That's why I feel like I wish we'd have talked to the dude a little bit longer, because I really need to know more information, because there's a reason she didn't want him to walk down the aisle, and it's also a reason he feels like I don't even want to go then. So I really don't know personally. That would hurt my feelings a lot. That would really crush, me as a man if my daughter didn't want me to walk her down the aisle. Could you sit in there and be okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, if me and my daughter had a bad relationship, like they said, the relationship wasn't good, I still would want to be there to support my daughter, because any bad relationship can turn good later on, and those are the memories I still don't want to miss. I still don't want to see my daughter, marrying somebody, having a dance and all that. I still would want to see that.
And also too, if the reason we have a bad relationship is because I wasn't in your life, might as well keep that trend going.
Oh boy.
I missed all of those other important moments. Might as well.
I feel like he should have said like, okay, well, can I at least give the first toast or do something else?
Nah, but if you're not walking me down, you ain't getting the first toast either. You get the second or third toast.
I don't know. I honestly don't know why I would be there.
It's still your daughter.
Unless
that's her daughter.
I really don't.
And it's her wedding. So, in people's weddings, they have the option to do, and he has an option not to go. But I also feel like, why stress somebody else about their wedding even more? I think that's selfish.
I don't think she's stressed out at all. I think if you tell your dad, I don't want you to walk me down the aisle, you're not stressing about whether or not
weddings
your
are
pops
very
is gonna be there.
stressful, period. Well, and it probably did hurt her feelings. I mean, he was invited.
Yeah, he was invited. So, I mean, I don't know. Hello, who's this?
This is Shelly.
Shelly, good morning.
Good morning.
What are your thoughts, Shelly?
My thoughts are that our kids today seem to be very entitled, and everybody needs to respect the other person's feelings and opinions. So if she didn't want him to walk down the aisle, that's fine. But then she shouldn't feel any way because he says, well, I'm not coming to the
You don't
wedding.
want to go. Word up.
I got to respect what you feel, then you need to respect what I feel.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Thank you, Shelly.
Take care.
You too now. Hello, who's this?
Khalil.
Hey, Khalil, man. What are your thoughts, bro?
Man, I understand some of what the guy was saying, but for me personally, if that was my daughter, I would still go, man. Because, you're a dad, and, your daughter still wants you to go. She just don't want you to walk down the aisle.
It would hurt, though. It would hurt.
Does she, though? Do we know if she really wants him to go? That might have been her. That might have been her way of keeping him away from the wedding.
I mean, we don't know that.
She told him she's still inside. Inside, she wants him to go. The fact that she still told him, she could have just had to wait and just been like, let him find out on his own. Good luck with that.
All right.
But she told him.
Yeah, I don't think we did a good job of getting enough information from that man. I need more details on this situation.
800-585-1051. If your daughter said, hey, I want you to come to my wedding, but I don't want you to walk me down the aisle, would you still go to the wedding? Would you still attend? Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me. Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Come on. 800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about a gentleman that called earlier during Get It Off Your Chest. He was talking about his daughter and a decision that his daughter made and the decision that he made. Let's listen.
My younger daughter, me and her didn't have the greatest relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she told me when she was getting married that I wasn't worthy to walk her down the aisle. And I said, is that a decision you feel is right for you at this time? She said, yes. Why do you ask that? I said, because I won't be there. She said, why not? I said, because I'm not going to watch somebody else walk my daughter down the aisle. So people make decisions that they feel is right for them all day long.
So you didn't go to your daughter's wedding?
No, I did not.
So 800-585-1051. So if your daughter didn't want you to walk her down the aisle but wanted you to attend the wedding, would you go? That is the question. Hello, who's this?
Hello.
Hey, what's your name?
Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. Now, you said the similar situation happened with you. Break it down. What happened?
Yeah, so my dad and I, growing up, we always, had kind of like a little volatile relationship. And we had fell out a few years before my wedding, stopped talking, everything like that. Well, anyways, right before my wedding, maybe about a year or so, we made up. So I asked him to walk me down the aisle, and he refused to do that.
Wow.
And what was his reasoning? Just because y'all had issues?
Yeah, he said, I don't feel comfortable walking you down your aisle, so I have to decline.
Your dad declined walking you down the aisle, and y'all were cool, y'all were good, and that's your dad?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did that make you
and
feel?
what was his reason for? What was his exact reason for not feeling comfortable? Did he ever tell you?
No, I don't know if it's just like guilt for the way, like the things he said when we fell out. He said like mean things to me and everything, and so I don't know. I think it was just guilt because he didn't come to my wedding. He didn't walk me down the aisle. I had to have my brother walk me down the aisle. Yep.
Interesting.
All right. Well, thank you, Mama.
Now we made up and we're all good. But yeah.
That still gotta hurt because you still want pictures that to show your kids or your father walking you down, and you ain't got those.
Absolutely, yep.
Well, thank you for calling, Mama.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Hey, Jeff. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Happy New Year to you.
Same to you, brother.
Thanks, appreciate it. Well, I'm calling in reference to the question.
Yes, sir.
About him not going to the wedding. You got to understand, he said from the beginning they didn't have the best relationship. And she sat down and had a conversation with him, and she told him, I'd rather not have you walk me down the aisle. Real talk. In a nice way, she was pretty much saying, you can come to the wedding. I don't care if you come or not. I got somebody else coming.
Damn.
So even if you went to the wedding to try to get that closure, that's the worst place to try to get it. And she wouldn't care anyway.
Hell yeah. You sitting there watching somebody else bring your daughter down the aisle and you want to do that? Like you want to be that man doing that? God dang.
Charles, good morning.
What's going on, y'all, man? It's my first time on the show.
What up, Charles?
What's going on?
What are your thoughts, brother?
My thoughts is this, man. If she forgave me enough for whatever happened in the past for wanting me at the wedding, and I feel as though I should be able to walk her down. Now, everybody at the wedding gonna be family and friends, so they know I'm the father. So if I'm there and not walking her down, I feel as though I'd be a distraction. So I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go if I'm not walking her down. I mean, you forgive me.
And everybody asking you questions like, "Hey, why you ain't walking your daughter down the aisle?"
Exactly. You know what I mean? And where I'm from, a lot of people know me already just off the rip, and they were like, "Wait a minute, he ain't walking her. What's going on with them?" So yeah, I'd be a distraction more than I would. You know what I mean? If anything, so I probably wouldn't go if I wasn't walking her.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, brother.
My man.
All right. Is there a moral to the story?
I think the moral of the story is you got to respect everybody's choices. I think that one caller hit it on the head when she was like, if the daughter doesn't want the father to walk her down the aisle, cool. And if the father chooses not to come to the wedding, cool. That's on them. I'm telling you, we do a lot of projecting. We always say what we would do if we were X, Y, and Z person. But guess what? We're not X, Y, and Z person. So the moral of the story is respect everybody's choices.
All right, well, we got rumors on the way, Yee?
Yes, and let's talk about Uncle Murder and his wrap-up for 2021.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Whoa, it's 'cause it's see-through.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to shout out to Getaway Society. Those are some brothers. When I went to Orlando for Disney, I didn't know that they actually went to Hampton. I got an Airbnb, and the brothers that I got the Airbnb from went to Hampton University. They graduated from Hampton. They came together and they bought some properties, and I actually stayed at their property. So I spoke to them while I was there, and I just want to say shout out to them. I love to see brothers putting their money together and investing together, and it working well. And their property was amazing. So let me shout out to those brothers, Carrington and I don't know and Calvin, isn't it? It's just BUCB. So shout out to those brothers. I like to see brothers getting together, putting their money together, and investing in something great. So shout out to those brothers, and shout out to Hampton University.
Man, as we're talking about traveling, I want to shout out everybody who's still working and was working during the holidays. If anybody had to go to an airport, it wasn't that easy. You saw all the flights getting canceled. When I was watching the news, I saw how crowded certain places were, and is because of the
Orlando was crazy. Flying back was crazy. It was insane. It was so many people.
Flight cancellations because of weather, then not enough crew because of COVID. And so, just be patient and also try to be nice. Sometimes these people that work at the airport, it's not really their fault.
It's hard to be nice, though. If you're a TSA worker, I get it. I understand. How many times do you say you cannot travel with a bottle of water? How many times?
Well, now I'm talking about customers flying to try to be nice to the people who are working in the airport and customer service, all of that, because sometimes there's nothing they can do about it. It's not their fault if a flight gets canceled because of weather.
Or if the metal detector goes off, it ain't the TSA's fault. I see a lot of people mad at TSA people. TSA are just doing their job. They say take out your water, you don't take out your water. They say take all your metal off, you don't take the metal off. They say take the laptop out your bag, you don't take the laptop out your bag. They say take your shoes off, you don't take your shoes off. Man, the TSA got a tough job, boy.
Mm-hmm.
They got a tough
People
job.
People be going in the wrong line, knowing they ain't got pre-check.
All that.
And get to the front, and then they're like, sir, you do not have pre-check. You got to get on another line.
Shout out to all the TSA workers.
Everybody got a job to do. Don't get mad at somebody simply because they're doing their job. Mm-hmm. And yes, to your point, you can yell at a TSA worker all day. You can yell at the people who work at the airport. There's nothing they can do if the flight is late.
Nothing.
There's nothing they can do if the flight. There's nothing they can do if the flight gets canceled. Like there's nothing they can do but try to help you get on another flight. So don't get mad at them.
And listen, they'll help you more when you're nicer.
Absolutely.
Okay?
And I've been seeing people fighting in the airport. That was usually where you don't fight, because if you fight in the airport, you automatically get locked up. But I've been seeing people fighting in the airport, fighting at the gate.
People are stressed out.
Like
man.
You don't fight at the airport.
People
That's the one place you don't
frustrated.
fight.
People. If you pay attention to America and you see the financial struggles that people are having, people are sick, people are grieving. That's the other thing that we don't take into consideration. You know how many people, passed away last year?
Absolutely.
People are hurt in a number of different ways. And sometimes that frustration boils over.
Yeah.
All right, so just have a little grace for people. I was telling y'all earlier, some of my businesses, the juice bar, it's been really slow. Well, it's been busy, but we've been slow because a lot of workers weren't able to come in because of the pandemic and COVID. So whatever business you're going to, just have a little patience, because it is a difficult time even to have employees come in and work.
Yeah, I canceled a lot of my shows for the last month just because of the newborn and moving around. I've been home, but I'll get back to work this weekend or next weekend. I don't know. All right. Well, we got front page. Oh, I said front page. We got rumors next. What are we talking about?
Yes, and we are going to talk about Uncle Murder's wrap up. He did his wrap up song, and I saw a lot of people talking about the jabs that he had. He really doesn't care, because
Murder don't care.
He's like, he doesn't care about relationships with anybody.
He doesn't.
Got his NFTs going.
Yep.
And crypto.
Yep. So we'll talk about that when we come back. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Listen up. It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
All right, well, Skills did his wrap-up this year. He's the originator of the wrap-up every single year. Uncle Murder did his. Justina Valentine did hers. So we want to acknowledge everybody that did their wrap-ups this year. Everybody's always saying, because Uncle Murder and Skills are saying this is their last year doing it. And Skills originally said he wasn't going to do one at all.
Justina Valentine killed it, too.
Yeah, she did a great job. Now, Uncle Murder had a lot of things to say. He actually started his off talking about Lil Nas X and really taking shots at him. I'm not even going to play that part, okay? And Skills also addressed Lil Nas X in his as well. One thing I saw, Freddie Gibbs responding to Uncle Murder's wrap-up. Now, here's what Uncle Murder said.
Smoking blood right now and get in my zone. Academics said Freddie Gibbs got beat up by Jim Jones. Not a big fan of his, the streets don't rock with him. That be Elliot and B, not giving all of those props to him. So when he talk tough, we don't believe what he's saying. His father cop and his brother down with the DA. I ain't like his reaction when Nas won the Grammy. He never lost in court cause law enforcement is his family. I know I ain't the only one that feel like he hated. Freddie album ain't deserve to be Grammy nominated. No.
All right, now Freddie Gibbs, went on social media and basically said, to pay your rent. And then he had some things to say about New York, and he does have some sold-out shows coming up.
Pay your rent?
Yeah.
What you mean pay your rent?
Give me some context. What do you mean?
People felt like that's what he was addressing.
Who was he talking to, though?
He just put it on social media. I don't know.
Well, he just said pay your rent.
So after the song came out,
he said, and we're talking ish, Happy New Year, go pay your rent, bitch.
Oh, okay.
So he might have been talking to everybody that had something to say to him.
I'm sure.
On social media. So he also said New York about to be a breeze. He has some sold out shows in New York, and I don't know. I hope this doesn't get too crazy though. That is my hope.
I mean, I just think it's all opinion. Like Uncle Murder expressed his opinion. If Freddie Gibbs got an opinion about Uncle Murder, he's allowed to express that too. I don't think it should get any crazier than that.
Well, I mean, just in general, because there's the allegations that Freddie Gibbs and Jim Jones got into a fight at Prime 112, and then Freddie Gibbs is coming to New York, and then people are saying, "Oh, when he comes to New York, this," I'm just saying, I hope it doesn't turn into anything. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody's 40. Everybody's 40 and up. Act accordingly.
And not only that.
You know what I mean? Like this, everybody's 40 and up. Act accordingly. Like everybody stop. Like knock it off. Like all the tough guy rapper talk. Why do we need that in 2022? Everybody just trying to make money and get home to their families.
Well, not only that. Everybody's talking about it on music. So you don't think there's going to be mad police at all his shows?
Right.
I'm sure. But and also the thing I like about what Uncle Murder said, that's just his opinion about Freddie's art. I didn't hear him, say anything personally bad about Freddie. He was just talking about he don't feel like his album should be Grammy nominated and B. Dot and Elliot be gassing him up. Like that's just an opinion about music.
And Uncle Murder also made it very clear
else.
in his wrap up that he does not care how you feel about him.
No, he doesn't. He said he doesn't like Freddie Gibbs music or Talib Kweli's. That's what he said in the wrap up.
All right, now he.
And I liked how Freddie responded too, because Freddie said something about coming to New York and selling out shows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they keeping it about music and they keeping it about business.
Correct.
I respect it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's move on to Skills and his wrap up. And Uncle Murders was really long too. I don't know if I was actually cooking while
Uncle
I was
Murders
listening to it.
It's like what, 13 minutes, 14 minutes long? I know Skills was 6 minutes long. Uncle Murders was long.
All right, now Skills wasn't even going to do a wrap up, but then the Shade Room actually reached out to him in his DMs and was asking him if they could get a little snippet of his wrap up in advance before the whole thing drops. He posted it and said to the Shade Room, "Y'all funny. I wasn't going to do one. Now I'm going to do one and copy all her ish." And he put heads to the studio. And he also Justina Valentine shouted him out too, because she did one as well. And then he responded, letting her know that she was dope. But here's what Skills had to say on his.
And Biden got in and lifted our spirits, but he only got in because of Kamala Harris. We needed a woman vice president, but the joke's on us because we ain't seen her since. Oh, you the VP? Go figure. And thank God they banned Trump's ass from Twitter.
All right, so you can hear more of that. Of course, you guys should go and listen to all of them, because it was a crazy year in 2020.
It was, absolutely.
All right, well, that is your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Charlamagne, who you giving your donkey to?
This is the first donkey of 2022, and this is something that we need to discuss because what the person is discussing is something that has been a trending topic in my house, and that is vasectomies. So I need Chadwick Moore to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a word with him.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is America.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Well, donkey of the day for Tuesday, January 4th, first donkey of 2022, goes to a man named Chadwick Moore. Chadwick is the editor-in-chief of a platform called Outspoken. And that is a great name for the platform he works for, because whether you agree with him or not, if this audio that I'm about to play is any indication, he's really outspoken. Okay, now Chadwick Moore was on one of my favorite networks to watch. This may come as a shock to some of y'all it may not. But Fox News. I love Fox News, guys. Okay, it is highly entertaining, and I'm the type of person, I cannot live in an echo chamber. I refuse. I have to hear all sides. I like hearing things that challenge what I believe, that challenge what I think. And, I guess sometimes I learn things. And did I mention that Fox News is highly entertaining? Don't believe me? Well, Chadwick Moore was a guest on Tucker Carlson, even though Tucker wasn't there. The guest host was actually Sean Duffy. Yes, Sean Duffy, who used to be on The Real World back in 1997. Then he became a Republican congressman. Yes, that's Sean Duffy, if you're familiar. But let's get to why we're here. See, Chadwick and Sean were on Fox News discussing something that's been a trending topic in my house, and that topic is vasectomies. Yes, the old snip. All right, a little flop and chop. All right, rewire the sack. All right, my wife and I welcomed our fourth child last year. I have 4 beautiful daughters. That is my world. Nothing I love more than being a father and a faithful black male husband, because black men don't cheat. And my wife wants me to get a vasectomy. I'm not against it. It's not something I'm fighting. Not at all. But Chadwick Moore has some opinions about vasectomies. Okay, this is Chadwick Moore, editor-in-chief of Outspoken on Fox News, talking about vasectomies. Listen.
Is this an act of love, or is this really just about consequence-free sex?
I mean, why stop at the vasectomy? I think you just lob the whole thing off and become trans. That's what you should do if you really love your wife and want to show her what a supporter of womanhood you are and of the female cause. I mean, consequence-free sex, it was what drives the left. It's their religion. They believe in population control. They want fewer people on the planet. So I wonder how, if you were to take this to parts of the world where the population is exploding, like in, I don't know, sub-Saharan Africa or Central America, I wonder how those men would react to being told that they should have a vasectomy to show how much they love their women. And I hope that these men get, a free box set of Harry Potter when they go in for their snip and some Soylent and whatever else they like to do with their free time. Fine, if that's what you want to do, go for it. But it does make you less of a man. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ. First of all, you're not entertained. Second of all, there's so much I disagree with what Chadwick said. I don't even know where to begin. First of all, consequence-free sex. Consequence-free sex. He said consequence-free sex is what drives the left. Huh? I don't even know what consequence-free sex means. But I would think, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, you too would want consequence-free sex. Right? Whatever the hell that means. This is why I don't like being labeled anything in regards to politics. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I am a tax-paying citizen who simply will support whoever I feel has the best ideas, period. Because one thing that I hate, that both sides do, is politicize every damn thing. So now vasectomies are considered a liberal thing? Really? Republicans, conservatives have never gotten clipped? Like, it makes you less of a man now? Huh? All of this? It makes you less of a man? It's for consequence-free sex? No. You know why it makes more sense for me? This is just me personally. For me to get a vasectomy than for my wife to get her tubes tied? It's simple. She's given birth 4 times. Okay? One was a C-section. All right, one was a natural childbirth because the hospital didn't have no damn epidural. Okay, I don't know if you know Chadwick. Hell, I don't even know because I've never experienced it, but I've seen it, and I will take my wife and every woman's word for it that has had a child. Okay, in regards to giving birth, it hurts. All right, it's not the most pleasant experience. So if my wife has already been through that 4 times and got a C-section once, she only had to have it once, thanks to Latham Thomas. Dropping the clues bombs for Latham Thomas. All right. Doula extraordinaire. All right. But if she's been through all of that, the least I can do is have this minor surgery called a vasectomy. Why does my, wife want me to get a vasectomy? Because she doesn't want any more kids. It's not rocket science here, people. Okay, see, I know Fox News likes to push the envelope and they want to say provocative things to get the people going, but don't become what you claim to hate, Chadwick. Boy, you say you hate how liberals politicize everything. Well, don't politicize everything. And more importantly, a vasectomy is a choice. Okay, I ain't seen no mandates on vasectomies nowhere. All right, is it an act of love? Yes, it is an act of love because I love my wife enough that if she tells me she doesn't want to get her tubes tied because she's tired of being in the hospital or doesn't want to have any more surgeries and she wants me to get a vasectomy, yes, I would do that for her because I love her. So yes, it is an act of love. All right. And like I said, I enjoy Fox News because it's entertaining. All right. This is one of those times that the rhetoric is entertaining, but I'm pushing back on it simply because it's not true. All right. If I choose to have a vasectomy, if I choose to be a Christmas tree and I want my balls to be just for decoration, that's on me. Okay, if I choose to go wireless, that's my choice. If I choose to be all juice, no seeds, that's on me. All right? It's my choice. It's not for no damn population control. He said we want fewer people on the planet. No, we want fewer people in our house. All right, we have enough. And furthermore, Chadwick Moore, nobody is forcing anyone to have a vasectomy. Is there a vasectomy mandate I don't know about? Do you have to have a vasectomy to fly? Do you have to have a vasectomy to enter certain countries? What am I missing here? If I choose to get a vasectomy, if I as a man, choose to do that, that's a choice between my wife and I. All right, not a political choice, a marital choice. Okay, not because I'm liberal or conservative, but because I'm a husband with a trash pullout game. And my wife has had enough. Caffrey Griffin, could you do the honors, please?
Please give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
I also would love to entertain that conversation with Chadwick Moore. I would like to hear more. No pun intended. I would.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. Now, when we come back, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We were talking behind the scenes. And we were talking about manifesting 2022.
Yes, I saw Lala talking about wanting to be in a loving relationship. I saw Tiffany Haddish manifesting to get a man for the year. But then I saw a lot of people on social media writing what they want to happen for the new year or saying it out loud. A lot of people will tell you that if you want something to come to fruition, say it out loud, manifest it, write it down. And that's what we want to do this morning.
So what is the question? What are we asking?
What are you manifesting right now for the new year?
All right. 800-585-1051. Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Pull out your phone. Call in right now.
Call me.
Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Break it down. 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
There's a new comedy you need to check out. It's called Grand Crew, and it is laugh out loud hilarious. Everyone on it is just like someone you know. It's like hanging out with your funniest friends. Check out Grand Crew, premiering tonight on NBC.
It's topic time.
Pick up the phone, baby.
Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about things you're manifesting for 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where'd you get this from, Yee?
I see a lot of people, it's the beginning of the year. It's kind of like New Year's resolutions. But when people try to manifest now, it's important to speak things aloud, to write it down, to make sure that it comes to fruition for you. And I know it's been a tough past couple of years. So what are you manifesting for your life?
Okay. All right. Well, let's start with you, Yee. What are you manifesting?
Well, I have some new businesses I started. So there's a lot of things that I want to do when it comes to that. But I think for myself, I'm just thinking about the future, how I'll be able to make sure that I can be financially successful, but not drive myself crazy. And so it's all about working smarter and not harder. And also a lot of things that I've been trying to implement when it comes to my nonprofit. That's going to be front and center for me this year.
Okay. What about you, Charlamagne?
Listen, man, I'm blessed, black, and highly favored. God is great to me. The power of intention, the law of attraction, manifestation, that's how I built my whole life. Everything I have now is because of God, hard work, and manifestation. So I've been, the vision board type. I've been the, write your long-term goals, short-term goals down, and I check off a lot of things. So for this year, I am manifesting a peace of mind. This is the year that I truly let go, of anything, that may be weighing me down, especially from the past. I am manifesting a great cognitive behavioral therapist in the New Jersey area. Please feel free to DM me. If you can get in touch with me, do it. I'm looking for a great CBT therapist. I am manifesting getting into the best shape of my life physically, which is something I started doing last month to get ahead of it. And I am manifesting a vasectomy. Okay. Those are the things I am manifesting this year. Okay. Yes.
All right.
What about you, Envy?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. The only thing that I want is to, and it's gonna sound cliche because we all say it all the time, I just want to make sure that I'm really close with my family. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of deaths. We've been seeing a lot of people not making it due to COVID, due to health reasons, due to everything. So I just want to make sure that I am healthy enough and that I spend as much time with my family as possible. And of course, even a stronger relationship with God. But other than that, everything will fall in play the way it needs to. But as long as I'm good with my family and God, everything else will just fall in line. That's what I'm manifesting. All right. Let's go to the phone lines, though. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Roya from Brooklyn. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning. How you feeling?
Brooklyn.
I'm good. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
And happy birthday, Angela Yee.
Thank you, boo.
So what are you manifesting?
I want to manifest the expansion of my business. I started my juice business last year. I don't remember that I called around September, around the flood, and I thought y'all was having my first event for my sip and paint.
Oh, yes. So, I remember.
Yeah. So, so I started last year, February, and I just want to, work on it more. I feel like I haven't been putting the time into it that I was putting into it last year.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, I just want to, push forward and really, really move forward with getting my juice bar. So that's what I'm manifesting right now.
And I think a lot of people are focused on health, so that's a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I might need your help, Angela.
Okay, I'm all for it. Anything that got to do with being healthier, I'm with you.
Okay, so I just want to thank you guys so much. Can I promote my Instagram?
Please do.
Quick?
You better do it.
Yeah, so it's _red_juice. Follow me, hit me up. I can send the menu to you with the prices, and I want to get this thing going for 2022.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, good luck, Mama.
Bye.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, it's Ralph from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
What's up, brother? Man, what you manifesting in 2022?
Man, I'm manifesting just peace, happiness, and a little selfishness.
Okay, a little selfishness. What do you mean by that?
Nah, a lot. You got to have a lot of. You got to have a lot of
I find
selfishness.
myself making, a lot of other people happy and kind of pushing my, my happiness to the back burner. I'm thinking of doing something a little different, and do something for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
be
good.
selfish, King. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to.
I just want to say, man, I enjoy listening to y'all every morning. This is the first time calling. I'm crazy. It's crazy. I'm even made it through. You know what I mean?
All right.
Nuts right
You
now.
manifested it.
Okay.
Yeah,
you, brother.
manifest. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Hey, Charlamagne. Hey, I listen to you, man. Man, you really got all the words I need, King, man. And for real, you got me through a lot of stuff this year. Just by your positive notes and everything, positivity. I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you, black man. I appreciate you. Thank you, King.
All right, 800-585-1051. We're asking, what are you manifesting in 2022? Call us now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me. Add your opinion to The Breakfast Club topic. Come on. 800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. 800-585-1051. We're asking, what are you manifesting in 2022? That is the question. So let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Chester.
Hey, Chester. Good morning. What are you manifesting in 2022?
Man, I'm manifesting the successfulness of trying to get my book out this year. I made an airport guide book to improve the travel industry, to help people process through the airport a little bit better, because over the years of working in the airport, the hardest part about traveling is getting through the lobby and trying to get through TSA. The book is called Shoes On or Shoes Off, Knowing What to Do in Airport Security, and I think this book will really change the way people move in airports. It's been a little hard over the last couple of years with the pandemic and, working and everything, but I'm about to just go out there and just start hardcore getting my book out there, even if it means.
Hey, King, I'm gonna be. King, I'm not knocking your hustle, but I don't know if people need your book or they just need pre-check or clear.
Yo, shut up, man.
They don't even know it. Half the people don't even know what that is.
That's true.
And it's been
That
out
is
for
true.
years.
So you manifest your book, brother.
I don't know.
A lot of people don't know what
one.
clear is or pre-check. You
And
right.
they don't have clear in every airport, FYI.
Y'all know
They
what
definitely
global
don't, but
entry
I don't
Yes, I have
know
global
about
entry.
that.
Matter of fact, I always tell people, if you're going to get pre-check, just get global entry, because then you get pre-check with it.
That is true.
I know, but people don't even know how to use it. When they sign up, they're like, I just get through the line quick. I'm like, you got to activate it, too.
You right. So go ahead, brother. Go ahead with your book, man.
And they be getting through the airport. They be like, I'm pre-checked. And I'm like, all right, show it. And they pull out the card. I'm like, no, let me show you the card. This is your number. Go back to the kiosk. You got to activate it.
How long is this book going to be?
There's a pre-check card?
Yeah, you get a
There's a global entry card,
and it has your number
Oh,
on it.
yeah, global entry card. Yeah.
But that
Global
comes with
entry
the
card.
pre-check, so your number's on it. So on your Sky Miles or anytime you fly, you make sure you put that number in so you can get pre-checked.
But
Yeah, I just don't want us to be
basically
just
working in
saying
the
things
airport
to say things.
No. I mean, I've been in the airport since
Like, did nobody,
working.
what you said nobody has pre-check? People don't even know what pre-check is? That's just not true.
He didn't say nobody. He said a lot of
No,
people
I'm not
doesn't know
saying
what
nobody
pre-check
has.
is.
A lot of people aren't aware of it.
So why the
there's
goddamn
only-
pre-check line so long then?
Now, a lot of people don't
there's,
know.
there's people who don't fly all the time.
When they get in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, pre-check actually can rub off on other people too in your itinerary. So if you book the flight, and you say you got a family member flying with you, it might rub off on them. So you got people who not even familiar with pre-check, and then the pre-check lane don't know what to do.
The same thing with clear if you're under 18. But yeah, you right. Write that book, brother. I'm sure people will purchase it.
No, the book is already out. I'm trying to get it out there more. I published it back in 2020.
Did you tell us the name of it?
Tell us the name of the book. Tell us
Hold on, I need to ask him one more question.
The name of the book, it's on Amazon. The name of the book is called Shoes On or Shoes Off, Knowing What to Do in Airport Security.
Okay, well, let me ask you one more question. If you don't have pre-check or you don't have clear, how do I get through the line faster? Or if I don't have an escort?
If you don't have an escort, the book explains how to process through the line quicker in the regular lane or in the pre-check lane. See, when people go through security,
But
they don't
I'm
know
asking, like, how do you do it?
How do you do it? Basically being efficient and knowing how to process through. So you pack correctly, because they got people that just buy a ticket, pack a bag, and come to the airport and think they could just get through in 20 minutes. But it's a process. How much time do you take to get to the airport?
You ain't selling me on this book, King. You're not selling me on this book.
He cross-sailed you.
All right, no, answer me this.
You're not selling me on this book, bro.
What time do you get to the airport? What time do you get to the airport?
I get to the airport.
Your flight is for 8 o'clock.
I get to the airport super early.
What time do you get to the airport?
I get to the airport at 6:30 if my flight's at 8.
I get there at 7:20.
Probably an hour in advance. I try to get there like an hour in advance.
You probably if your flight is for 8 o'clock and you get there at 7:20, DJ Envy, expect to possibly lose your flight.
I've never lost a flight. I don't have no bag.
Never.
I got pre-check. I got clear, and I walk right on.
Never.
Like I'm the president.
That's right. I got pre-check. I got clear. Never happens.
Well, I get to the airport at 6:30 for an 8 a.m. flight.
Guys, we supposed to be manifesting this book, man. We're supposed to be helping them.
I need the book to make sense.
How about you check out the book? The book made sense. The book made sense. Check out the book. If you got Amazon Prime,
I'm writing the book.
Have it for free as the ebook.
Okay, well, congrats
I'm
on
writing the
that.
book.
Let's help him manifest.
Can I shout out my Instagram?
Yes.
Can I shout out my Instagram?
You're losing, bro. You're losing them. Go ahead.
It's all right. It's called Manifest for a reason. People wrong.
All right, brother.
I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book called. No doubt. I'm writing a book called Last Time That I Pre-Checked. Okay? And it's going to teach people how to go to their closest TSA pre-check enrollment center and enroll in pre-check.
Goodness
That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, man. Well, good luck to him in his book. But you can also go to precheck.com and they'll tell you how you can get your pre-check.
Oh, my God. First of all, it's not precheck.com.
I don't know the name of it. But if you Google pre-check, it'll tell you
how. You can go to tsa.gov.
Goodness gracious. But we helped him.
Yeah, there's enrollment centers. Sometimes you got to pull up to the airport. You know what I mean? Just sit down and talk to somebody to get global entry and all of that kind of stuff.
For global entry, you have to make an appointment.
Same thing for pre-check, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, pre-check, you could just walk in.
Yeah.
You could just walk in to pre-check.
Oh, well, we didn't help him much. All right, well, we got rumors on the way?
You destroyed that man's manifestation. I just want to say.
Because it got to make sense. You can't write a book called Shoes On, Shoes Off, because you can't just take your shoes off. I mean, you can't just keep your shoes on if you don't have pre-check. That's not a choice that they give you at the airport unless you got pre-check.
I have been to some airports sometimes when pre-check be closed.
That happens sometimes when you fly early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, well, coming up, we are going to talk about Tristan Thompson. Turns out he does have another child. We'll tell you what he posted on social media as an apology to Khloe Kardashian.
All right. We'll get into that. I think for like relationships, I think women and men need pre-check. Like you go up there and you can see their stats and they need pre-check. They need to pre-check Tristan Thompson. How about that? All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, Tristan Thompson has now admitted that he does have a third child, and that child is with Marilee Nichols. He apologized to Khloe Kardashian. He posted today, paternity test results revealed that I fathered a child with Marilee Nichols. I take full responsibility for my actions. Now that paternity has been established, I look forward to amicably raising our son. I sincerely apologize to everyone I've hurt or disappointed throughout this ordeal, both publicly and privately. Khloe, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve the heartache and the humiliation I have caused you. You don't deserve the way I have treated you over the years. My actions certainly have not lined up with the way I view you. I have the utmost respect and love for you.
Didn't he say that before?
I mean, fathering a child, I don't know if they're going to work through that one, but I can't speak to that. Only they can.
Who did he say that to before? I don't know anything about this situation. I don't know.
I thought he said it to Khloe.
What did he say before?
I thought he said that to Khloe before.
I mean, it feels like he's gotten caught doing things more than once, and I'm sure it's embarrassing. So I don't know if there's any going back.
I mean, the most important thing is that he's there for the child. Mm-hmm. That's the most important thing in this whole situation.
Absolutely. But, you know, the woman, Marilee, was posting and saying that he had offered her, I think, $75,000 to get rid of the baby, and also that he was saying that this is his last year playing, so he's not going to have any money anyway, and all kinds of things. So the baby's here. It's his. All right, now, Devon Franklin wrote a message on social media. You know, they did announce that they were getting divorced. after 9 years of marriage. And he posted, I took this picture a few months ago. I'm not much of a crier, so in a moment of deep pain and peace, I took this picture. It captures best how I feel. I share this with you because it is the most honest way to start this year. I knew we were starting a new year. I don't wish you, and he said, I wish you a happy true year, not a happy new year, because it's new doesn't make it true. So he is hoping that my prayer for you is the same prayer I have for myself, to have the truest year of life, true peace, true happiness, true friends, true love, true work, true fun. So I'm wishing both of them the best too, Megan Good. And she announced it first on her social media. Seems like they're still friends. They're grateful for the life-changing years they spent together as husband and wife. All right, Kanye.
I thought they announced together. I thought they both announced at the same time.
Yeah.
They announced it was the same statement at the same time.
Yeah, and he just posted this one more recently about starting the new year.
Yeah, she posted something as well, but they posted at the same time.
Now, Kanye West started working on Donda 2, and that is his first ever sequel album. So Stephen Victor did confirm this to Complex. He's the chief operating officer of Good Music, and he said Ye has started working on his new masterpiece, Donda 2. So that'll be, just a few months after the release of the album before that. We'll see how long this one takes. But yes, so I'm sure we're all looking forward to that. And we do want to give a rest in peace to Betty White, who passed away. She was 99 years old. And a lot of people were touched by Betty White and her life and just how amazing they felt like she is, the Golden Girls fans. But in real life, she did do a lot of things for equity. And so, shout out to Betty White and her family, 99 years old. Also, John Madden passed away. He was
a great life.
He was 85 years old, and he died. They said he died unexpectedly, and they did not detail a cause. So, again, rest in peace to John Madden. And Trax Million, a Bay Area hip-hop producer. He was very instrumental to the hyphy movement. He also has reportedly passed at the age of 43. So the blog account Dizzler on the Roof broke that story. They said it's a huge loss for Northern California. We send our condolences to his family and loved ones.
Rest in peace to every single one of them. And that's why, I don't understand people who, don't embrace the fact that they're getting older. Like, every birthday is a blessing.
It is.
Absolutely. Like, who wants to go at 43? God bless that brother. Give me 85. Give me 99. I'll take those. I want that. Talk about manifesting. That's what I want to manifest. I want to manifest living old. I want to be around for as long as possible.
Every year it is definitely a blessing, especially now. I think more than ever, we've had a lot of losses. So peace and love to everybody.
Absolutely.
Let's all manifest a long, healthy life.
All right.
Well, that's your rumor report.
All right. Now, yesterday was Yee's birthday, so happy birthday to Yee again.
Thank you. I actually did something special for myself, so I'll tell you guys about it before we close out the show, because, we were talking about manifestation, and this is something that I've been wanting to do that aligns with a lot of things that I believe in. And so for my birthday, I wanted to do something special.
All right. Well, we'll get to the mix and get your request in. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Let me put a little bit of the Breakfast Club up in your lifestyle.
DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God.
You all rocking with the best.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
There's a new comedy you need to check out. It's called Grand Crew, and it is laugh out loud hilarious. Everyone on it is just like someone you know. It's like hanging out with your funniest friends. Check out Grand Crew, premiering tonight on NBC.
Everybody, it's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. Yes, so what I did for myself for my birthday, because it's all about really just doing things for the future and investing in technology. So now I am working with Lamine and Stacey Tisdale from Wealth Wednesdays. She's my Wealth Wednesdays partner. And you guys know financial wellness is so important to me. And so is improving your credit score. And those are some things I'm trying to do for my family right now. So there's this new app, and it's coming out next week. You'll be able to sign up for the waiting list, but it's called Stellar. StellarCred.com is the website. And basically what they do is they pay all your bills for you on time every month. That could be your light bill, your gas bill, your phone bill. And then they report all of those on-time payments to all of the major credit bureaus. So that way your credit score goes up incredibly. And you guys know you can do a lot of things with some great credit and get lower interest rates. So that is what I'm working on. I'm super excited about it. So, I'll have more information for you guys next week. And we're actually going to be doing a giveaway as well. So you guys will be able to next week sign up for that waiting list. But that's something that I really wanted to do for myself for my birthday. And so it's done.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, congrats, all right? And when we come back, we got the positive notes, so don't move. Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Good morning.
I got to remind
2022, y'all. Don't forget to write that when you write things now and sign
2022?
things. Yep, 2022, because it take a little while for that to set in.
Yeah, I was going to tell everybody, be safe out there. I know a lot of people. I know we all know somebody that has COVID. It's ridiculous the amount of family and friends that I know that have COVID. So just try to be as careful as you can be. Wear your mask when you're around people, and just try to do what's right. Do what's smart, so that you protect you and your family. All right.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna be honest with you though, man. They not taking they not treating them Omicron like they treated all the other ones. Like the isolation period is different now, but you only got to isolate for 5 days. Now they're saying if you test positive but you're asymptomatic, you can still go, about your life. You just got to test, like if you're at work or something. Like I
thought it was if you test
a lot more relaxed.
I thought the rule was, and I could be because it keeps changing, I thought it was if you test positive, isolate for 5 days, and then if you don't have any symptoms, then you have to wear a mask when you go places.
That is true.
But then if you, so I think that's what it is. But if you still have symptoms, then you have to continue to isolate.
Correct.
After 5 days.
You just can't.
Yeah, that's why I said asymptomatic. Asymptomatic means you don't have symptoms.
But you can't just go out. You do have to still.
You got to sit down for 5 days. You just can't. Like I'm asymptomatic.
Even if you're asymptomatic,
you got to sit down for 5 days. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Dr. Fauci just said something last night that was different.
Oh, boy. What?
Well, that's what the CDC...
It was about if you... I don't know.
The reason
Fauci,
I have to know that is
this was yesterday. Fauci CDC mulling COVID test requirement for asymptomatic. CDC considering testing guidelines for the asymptomatic. So
that's just testing guidelines.
Things change every day.
Yeah, that's just testing.
If you have it, you still got to sit down for 5 days, and then if you're asymptomatic, then you can go back to work. That's what they said.
But if you test positive,
right?
So if you do get tested, they're talking about test requirements.
Oh yeah, he said Fauci says asymptomatic people might have to test negative for COVID-19 to end isolation 5 days early, after the CDC faced backlash for cutting the isolation period to begin with.
Yeah, I mean it's tough right now.
So the CDC may tell asymptomatic people to end isolation after 5 days with a negative test. Fauci told CNN he thought it was reasonable to test people without symptoms after 5 days. And the CDC faced backlash for saying people with no symptoms could isolate for 5 days instead of 10. I don't know what the hell's going on. I know I had it and it lasted for about.
But you know what's hard because
that is what I said.
Yeah. Because I would say this, for work, I always have to keep up on this because when you have a business too, you have to let employees know what the rules are. And so you have to let them know, look, did you test positive? You tested positive? Okay, 5 days. And then after 5 days, you tell them, do you have symptoms? If they have symptoms, they have to stay home. If they don't have symptoms, they can come in, but they have to wear a mask.
And what does it mean? Like, I guess what I was saying was that infected people with no COVID-19 symptoms can finish isolation early if they test negative. If they're already cutting the isolation to 5 days, what does early mean?
Yeah, so what I thought they were saying is, a lot of people have COVID and don't know when they got it. So if they test themselves and it comes back negative, and you asymptomatic, I think he's saying you could go about your business.
Right. They're saying no matter what, there's a 5-day isolation no matter what. But what they were saying, before, a 5-day isolation if you test positive. But what they're saying is that if you test positive, right, and you isolate for 5 days, originally they were saying you can come back to work, you just have to wear a mask. But now they're saying, do they want you to add a negative test along with that 5-day isolation before you can come back?
So what does it mean when he says if you have no COVID-19 symptoms, you can finish isolation early if you test negative?
That's shortened from 10 days.
If the isolation's already cut to 5 days.
No, because it was originally.
Are you sure?
It was originally 10 days. They shortened it from 10 days to 5 days if you don't have symptoms.
They're saying you're on your own. How about that?
Yeah. No.
Exactly.
The shorter.
All we did was confuse. All we did was confuse people just now. Because
No, the shorter
none of it makes
restriction.
sense.
The shorter restriction is 5 days, down from 10 days. So after 5 days with no symptoms is what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do have symptoms, it's 10 days, and it used to be 10 days.
What's the thing Joe Rogan said to drink?
Ivermectin. Go ahead.
I don't know. I listen, man.
The only reason I know
It
this
just-
is
it just
because
all-
I've had to keep up with it, just because with our employees, I told you at the juice bar, all of them, and pretty much all of them got COVID.
So let me ask you a question, since you've been keeping up with it. Why did the CDC face backlash for saying people with no symptoms could isolate for 5 days instead of 10?
Because they want people to get a negative test still before they come back. So the shortened time period, it used to be 10 days. Now they're saying 5 if you have no symptoms. If you have symptoms, you still can't come back to work after 5 days. But what they want is for you to still test negative, because they're not making you test afterward and be negative. They're just saying 5 days you're good if you don't have
I don't
symptoms.
know what you just said. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well,
Wear your mask.
Yeah.
I don't wash your hands.
And you
I
should
don't
definitely still be wearing your mask no matter what.
All right. Well, leave us on a positive note after all that.
Whew. The positive note is 2022, more real life, less internet. All right? Disconnect from technology and reconnect with your people, man, because it's about to get really bad out here. That's why it's so much misinformation and everything now. We too connected.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?